This video is about a self-destructive pattern of mistrust in other people, a general stance of, I can't trust anyone. You can be more or less aware of this, but if you have it, this pattern will influence you and mess with your choices. Stay tuned to learn if this applies to you at all and how to leave it behind if it does. Hey everyone, welcome to Becoming an Expert at Self-Leadership. I'm Maika, I'm a psychologist, and I've got a series on this channel about self-destructive patterns, which I also call repetition compulsions, psychological schemas, or emotional addictions. This video is about the psychological schema of mistrust. What this looks like. When someone is stuck in a sense of mistrust, they feel like they can't let their guard down and trust other people. No matter how trustworthy the other person is, no matter how much they both love each other, the person with a pattern of mistrust can't feel safe with them. They feel like others are taking advantage of them or don't value them, even if there is no proof of that. Someone who's stuck in this pattern will hold back on personal information and opening up. They'll avoid letting others see them authentically or avoid allowing others to get close. They may also feel an irrational uneasiness or fear around others, as if they may be humiliated, attacked, or hurt at any moment. They may also twist others and relationships into the direction of mistrust. Even if others are kind, they may not experience kindness, but think that they're being humiliated, made fun of, or berated. They may set up tests to check how trustworthy someone is, but no matter how the test goes, they will never be convinced. They may make false accusations. Even when others are being kind, it'll feel like they're mistreating you. Another face this pattern can take on is allowing others to mistreat you, expecting mistreatment and abuse, expecting that this is what the world is like, this is what other people are like, and this is what is bound to happen. Not cutting off harmful relationships, not hoping for a better future with someone trustworthy, not investing into such a future. Or you can also be too trusting with others too quickly. And some people deal with this pattern by taking on a stance of permanent offense, along the lines of offense is the best defense. They attack others, shout, push their agenda, and humiliate others. You may also experience and do a little bit of everything that I've mentioned, or seemingly randomly connected aspects of what I've described. Obviously, this pattern creates many problems for individuals and also relationships because it prevents emotional intimacy of any kind from developing. It leaves both people feeling like something's missing. Where mistrust by default comes from. This comes from childhood experiences of mistrust and or physical, emotional, or sexual abuse. Your caregivers or other important people in your life may have done things behind your back, manipulated you, called you names, made promises they didn't keep, or they may have been unpredictable and erratic in their behavior. You may have felt like your family was against you. Your parents may have also installed a sense of mistrust in you by perpetuating a worldview that you couldn't trust anyone outside of your family or social group. Growing up in an emotional atmosphere of mistrust can plant the seeds of this pattern in you, even if nothing horrific happened to you personally. Learning to trust. The road to trust from this pattern looks different for different people, depending also on the specific experiences they've made. If you were abused, I highly recommend working with a therapist. It'll be necessary for you to process the abuse, and you can really benefit a lot from such work. And the the steps it consists of. An important part of the journey is to change your expectations, to allow yourself to hope and trust again. As a child, you were probably disappointed so much that you shut the door on the part in you that had high hopes for life and relationships as a way of protecting yourself from repeated disappointment. With the help of others or by yourself, you can learn to open yourself up to the fact that it is within your power to create a positive future for yourself that includes loving and stable relationships. With these changed expectations, you'll also stop settling for company that mistreats or abuses you. You won't allow others to humiliate, manipulate, or use you anymore. Then you can experiment with building emotional intimacy and closeness in relationships. You can learn how to do this gradually, not jumping in too quickly or never opening up at all. These new experiences of safe emotional intimacy will help you rewire your brain so that trust isn't anymore just an empty motion, but starts feeling right more and more. With experience, your notions and hunches about what will happen next will start shifting from mistrust to closeness and reliability, of course, with the right people. There are really a lot of kind and caring people out there, and you are worthy of being their friend and partner. It'll take some work on yourself, but it is doable, and once you start seeing first results, it becomes more and more rewarding. Hope this helped you on your journey. Thanks for being here. Till next time, take care. And remember, your hunch about it being better not to trust anyone by default is based on past difficult experiences, not on the reality of all of life's opportunity.